So a little bit ago, I was looking around on YouTube, watching what some other Philly sports content creators were putting out there. And two videos particularly I saw that gave me an idea for a video of my own. So long story short, first I saw a video by Philly Take with RB where he was talking about the possibility, and I'll put the links to these in the description box. So it was his video where he was talking about the possibilities that the Sixers might be interested in trading Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and there's more possibilities out there on players the Sixers could trade. And then there was also another video by Simone Stanley where she talked about some of the betting odds that are currently going on with Jalen Hurts and for win MVP, and the betting odds the Philadelphia Eagles could win the Super Bowl. Well, I'm going to talk a little. I'm watching. I decided, I'm going to talk a little bit about both subjects myself. So here's what it is. So first, we got with Jalen Hurts. There's bets that he's going to win the end of regular season MVP. They started to go up after the draft. When we pulled off the draft, they trade for AJ Brown. We had some of the other good picks as well there. So, but here's the article on Yahoo Sports, NFL betting. I'm going to read part of it. Since the NFL draft, the most MVP bets at BetMGM have come in on Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. Hurts has been the Eagles starter since late in his rookie season of 2020. He was up and down as a player last season, and whether he should be the Eagles starter of the future has been debated many times. But plenty of bettors think he could have an MVP breakout in his third season, at least given his current odds. Hurts is a plus 4,000 or 40 to 1 to win NFL MVP. There is value there, and bettors see it. Since the draft, 18% of bets made on MVP have come in on Hurts. Well, and then the rest of the article goes on. I'll put the link to that article in the description box if you want to read the whole thing for yourself. So, yeah, obviously now with all the weapons we have around us, you got Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and we have a solid run game. Obviously, and plus Jalen can run himself too. We know he's a scrambler. So now the odds that he could win the MVP are up. And it's certainly possible. It very well could happen. Now, will it happen? It's too early for me to make an exact prediction because one thing I've learned throughout the years is that mid-June, late spring, early summer, technically late spring because summer doesn't technically start till next week, but whatever it is, like late June, beginning of second half of June, whatever, it's too early to make exact predictions. We've seen this many times in the past before where those predictions always come back to bite us. Like it would have been around this time last year, I would have said, look, the Cincinnati Bengals at best will win 7 or 8 games for this 2021 season. And we saw what they ultimately ended up doing. They ended up going on, and they were one game-winning drive by the Rams away from winning the Super Bowl. And hell, even go back. Well, I'll get to that part. And yes. So I do think there's a possibility he could win the regular season MVP with all that talent around him. But that's also going to depend. Does he take the next steps as a passer? Does he improve as a passer? Does he learn from his mistakes last year and improve there? And if he does that, there's certainly a good chance that he could win the regular season MVP. Now, I'm not going to make an exact prediction like I said. All I'm going to say, though, is, look, I do feel like if he does improve from his mistakes last year and he gets better, his season it was his first full season. So, yeah, he could have learned from, he could have a shot at winning the MVP, but time will tell. As far as the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl one, I doubt it at this point. I don't see it happening, but it can happen. Like I just said a few moments ago, at this time last year, I would have had the Bengals winning 7 or 8 games, and they did make it to the Super Bowl. They fell short, but let's go back 5 years ago around this time. If you would have asked me around this time 5 years ago what my expectations were for the Eagles in the 2017 season, I was expecting them to improve upon their 2016 7-9 campaign, and I expected them to be playoff contenders, but I did not have them as possible Super Bowl contenders as of June of 2017. I had them as playoff contenders, but I had my doubts they were actually going to win the Super Bowl. I didn't see it coming until it happened. So history has shown that even if I have my doubts about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, it can still happen. It can happen. Because like I said, I have my doubts right now, but history has shown it can happen. Even if it's unlikely, we will see what happens there. So now, that's my thoughts on this subject right there. You can let me know what your thoughts are on the possibility that Jalen Hurts could win regular season MVP or if the Eagles could pull up another stunning run and win their second Super Bowl. You guys let me know how you feel about that in the comments section. If you have any thoughts, But now I'm about to switch gears. Okay, as you see, I changed the background and my shirts. Now I'm going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers. So I saw Philly take with RB's video. He was talking about the possibility that there could be certain trades, for Matisse or Danny Green or Tobias, which, I made a video last week talking about Bradley Beal, the possibility of him going to the Sixers. And I said in that video, it's too early. I think the best win for the Sixers in a Bradley Beal trade would be to trade James Harden, maybe a few picks in order to get the Wizards to sign off on it. And if you want to see that video, you click on the icon top right-hand corner. Made that video right there. But yeah, as I was saying, though, I said in that video that I think that would be the best win scenario for the Philadelphia 76ers in a Bradley Beal trade. But I didn't know if they get hard to sign off it. And I also said something else in that video, too, that it's a little too early to start making exact predictions, to give exact analysis on a trade until I see more information come out. And I'm still taking that stance right here about the possibility of a Tobias Harris, Danny Green, Matisse the Bible, or anyone else, Jordan Yang trade, whatever the case may be. Whoever's up for trade this offseason. I mean, there are some possibilities that could happen, obviously. Tobias Harris, well, at this point, Tobias is a liability at this point. They could trade him and get something in return for it at this point. Danny Green, really, I think the only two people that really aren't tradable to me in my eyes at this point are Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, and I've said that before. So really, anyone else on the roster is tradable at this point, my view, even James Harden. So obviously there's a possibility some of these trades could go down, though. But before I get too in-depth, that all I'm going to say is, look, I think we need to see, because once the offseason officially begins, because tonight at 9 p.m. on ABC Eastern Standard Time is Game 6 of the NBA Finals. If the Golden State Warriors win, finals are over. I get to laugh at the Celtics. If the Celtics win and force Game 7, then they'll play Game 7 Sunday at 8 p.m. And then but by next week, though, by Monday, the NBA offseason will have officially begun for the league. That's when more information will start to come out on possible trade options, players that are open to trades, possibility of where players want to go, etc. All that information will start to come out throughout next week. And then we'll be able to pay more attention to that and come up with better analysis as the week goes along next week or the week after that. We'll be able to get more information on whether or not what trades are likely, what trades are unlikely. We can evaluate, okay, I think this would be a good trade for us. We could trade Tobias. Like, I don't know, say a good Sarah comes out with trading him to the Pacers or something. We could evaluate that. Or if there's the possibility of a Tyrese Maxey trade to the Kings that doesn't look promising, we could say, okay, no, not Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, excuse me. No, there's no good trade with Tyrese Maxey. But like if we see like Tobias Harris, several trades here, like one with the Pacers, one with the Kings, one with the Rockets, we could evaluate and say, okay, this trade to the Kings looks bad. Okay, I think the trade to the Pacers could be promising. You're right. Like that would be in the coming weeks once more information were to come out and more trade possibilities were to come out once the offseason officially begins. But I think, all those guys right there that we're mainly talked about in Philly Takes video, I think definitely any trade that doesn't involve either an Embiid or Maxey is certainly a realistic possibility at this point because I think anyone else on that roster is tradable. So those are my thoughts right there. And like I said, I think it's a little too early to start getting the specifics of it. Let's wait for more information to come out once the offseason officially begins. So that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Everyone that watched, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed, do so. So feel free to drop a like to help out the algorithm. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about anything I said about the Eagles stuff, about Hurts's MVP's odds, Eagles Super Bowl odds, what you think about some of the Sixers' possible offseason trades as of right now. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on any of the subjects talked about in this vid in the comment section. Most of all, have a wonderful day or night. Sticky Steve signing off, and I'll see you next time.